Hi, Internet. Thank you for 200 subscribers. If this video came out, that means we hit 200 subscribers on YouTube. Woo! So I want to do a couple things. One, thank you. That's really cool. I still can't believe people actually care that much about this game room and the stuff in it. But it does mean a lot to me that people are still subscribing and still watching. And I just want to say thank you. It means a lot. So, for 200 subscribers, I wanted to do something a little bit different. This is my Gamecube. It's not in the best shape, but it does work. Now, a couple months ago, I sold basically all of my Gamecube collection. And since then, I've only collected a few games for the system. But I wanted to do something unique, something different for 200 subscribers. And about 4 days ago, I fell down the rabbit hole on YouTube of watching people do videos with Raspberry Pis and stuff like that. If you don't know what a Raspberry Pi is, it's basically a little computer about the size of a credit card. Or a playing card, something like that. Anyways. I wanted to do originally a Raspberry Pi Retro Pi Arcade, which is just using one of the mini computers to play arcade games on it. But unfortunately, as of me recording this video, those are sold out everywhere. So the only thing that was available was this little guy, a Raspberry Pi Pico. And I wanted to see if there's anything that could be done with this guy. And turns out there is. You can use this as a mod chip for a Gamecube. Now, obviously, it requires disassembling the Gamecube, soldering wires, and all that stuff. But I wanted to give it a shot. Now, first and foremost, I am not a wiring guy. I have very little experience soldering things. And, I just don't have a lot of experience with this, but I wanted to give it a shot. So the whole point is, this little guy has a little micro USB port right here. And you plug it into your computer, and someone has written code, Python code, that you drag and drop onto the Raspberry Pi Pico. And then you wire it to the board in the Gamecube. And it acts as sort of like a bootloader where you could play games. Like if I just open this up, pop in a game and play it, it'll play the game. But I also have incoming in the mail what is it called? A memory card. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word memory card. A memory card that doubles as an SD card holder that you can load ROMs onto, legally of course, and play games off of that. And you could put emulators on it. So I decided it would be fun to document the entire process of me soldering this guy into the system, loading up ROMs and stuff like that, and just giving it a try. For the record, I'm recording this when we have about 175 subscribers. So I don't know when this video will come out. So if you're watching this, that means we hit 200. But yeah, I just wanted to do something special. And I'm not really in the process of... I've kind of slowed down buying games as of late. Just because haven't really found much. And before anyone asks, these things are cheap. This thing was $4. Why not give it a shot? Wires are $5 for like a huge spool of them. Soldering equipment's cheap. Why not give it a shot? So anyways, I'm rambling at this point. The next shot you're going to see is of me tearing down this GameCube. So let's go do that. So the first wire I need to do is, after I clean off my screwdriver, I have to bridge these two dots here, and that will be the ground. And yes, the diagram that I'm looking at from the official installation of the Pico boot says to bridge them. So I've already taken a little bit of flux and put it just between these two. So now I'm going to gently heat the area in between with my soldering iron. Very gently. There we go. They are bridged. Now I'm going to take my wire. I'm going to gently dab it in some flux so that the solder will flow to it. And then just very gently there we go. This wire has to go right here on that guy. So I'm going to do... Actually, I will use the screwdriver for this one because this is a very, very, very tiny area. And I don't want... I want the solder to only flow to that little node. Oop, so close. Damn it. There we go. I think that's it. An attempt to. Yes, perfect. Awesome. This little wire right here, the second one, which I'm going to gently coat with flux. And this third wire right here, which I will gently, did I mention gently? Coat with flux. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right. I kid you not, it's been a week. A solid week of me taking apart this GameCube, putting it back together, soldering, desoldering, soldering, desoldering, because I kept not getting results. Until finally, I'm able to turn this on, And Swiss boots up. Thank God I finally have this working. So, the Gamecube is not fully assembled. That is because I have been tinkering with it. I've had to take it apart multiple times and put it back together multiple times. And I've had to desolder and resolder the Pico multiple times, which you can see is right here, soldered to the board. This has been a nightmare. For the longest time, I wasn't getting a signal. I would turn on the GameCube, the disk drive would not spin, nothing would output to the screen, and it was just sitting there. The fan would spin, but nothing would happen. So I did a little bit of online looking. I tried cleaning the disk drive, which you just use alcohol and rub the lens, and that didn't do anything. So eventually I ended up giving up, and I bought another GameCube, which I promptly took apart. And this one didn't work. These are two different models. That's a DOL 101. This is a DOL 001. And then I left that GameCube plugged in overnight. I accidentally forgot about it. It wasn't on. It just was sitting there with the power cord connected. And today, when I went to go turn it off or unplug it, I thought, I'm going to test it one last time. And I turned it on and it booted right up. Like it had just been fresh out of the box. So I have no idea what happened. I immediately rushed to solder the Pico to it. And here we are. Swiss is working. I am so happy. And now I'll go in depth into what I actually put on it. So, if I grab my controller down here, Swiss is just a way to boot from an SD card. So in the GameCube, I have a memory card to SD card adapter that has Swiss on it, which allows it to boot. And then I have a ROM, which I legally downloaded. I know it's hard to say. Don't steal ROMs, kids. That's all I'm saying. I don't want anyone getting in trouble for anything. And I obviously have no disk drive in that system. But if I click on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door and start it out, I forced the video into 480 mode, 480i. Now it's going to load. There we go. Okay. Oh, I was so worried. It wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting there. Oh, man. I'm not going to cut that out. I'm going to leave that in. That's great. Oh, man. But still, Paper Mario, Thousand-Year Door. And I need to move the screen over a little bit because you can see there's a little black bar on the side of the screen over there. So I need to adjust the video settings. But it's working. So as you can see, I have my GameCube here with the Pico on it. Right there. And I have my normal GameCube here. And I now have over 200 subscribers. So, first off, this project took a very long time, unfortunately. I conceived this idea back in August. I believe it was the first week of August, I ordered my Pico. And it took a lot of effort to get this thing up and running. But I'm happy I did. it was a new experience for me because I don't really have, as you saw, any experience soldering. For those of you who know how to solder stuff and were watching that video and cringing, yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. But I had fun. And I'm just happy it works and nothing caught fire and blew up. So, mainly I just want to say thank you. 200 subscribers is a lot. And I know that I'm nowhere near like some other game YouTubers and stuff like that, but this has always just been a hobby for me. And the fact that 200 people wanted to, subscribe and the videos do well, in my eyes they do well, it just means a lot to me. So, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next for 300, but we'll figure something out when we get there, whenever we get there. So, thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I want to mention something. Don't try this at home, unless you know what you're doing. Because you risk injuring yourself with a soldering iron, burning yourself. You risk damaging your systems. You could cause an electrical hazard if you don't do it right. So, don't try this at home. If you really are dead set on doing this to something, like modifying a system, get someone who knows what they're doing to do it. Let idiots like me take the risk. But anyways, like I was saying, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And, yeah, thank you very much.